Welcome back, guys, to the Gfinity Arena for the Spring FIFA Masters 2 tournament. We've had one group stage over, and we're continuing with Group B and Group D now. This is the first game for our players, so we've got 2 games up for you. This is a complete Dortmund affair. We've got the Greek against, you're better at pronouncing it than me.
QUODOMUNICOQUIZ3.
Yeah, that's the one. And we have, in the other game...
in the other game we got Grayham against TASS.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a grudge match because in the last Gfinity Masters we were in the same group as well, and I don't think Graham was too pleased with how he played. I was speaking to him just before the game, and he said that he'd been watching the games back just to analyse it where he went wrong, just little things like that. So I mean, that's the things you need to do when you're playing in tournaments like this. That's what you learn from. So yeah, he knows where he went wrong, and he said he was pretty confident that he'd be able to do a lot better this time.
You know, that'll be an interesting game then, just to see if Graham can come back. Obviously, I think I'd say Taz's favourite there. I don't really know much about Graham. Do you know how he sort of plays online? How well he's been doing?
Yeah, to me, he kind of seems like Sean and Spencer in the sense that he's really good in attack, and he's kind of high pressing, pretty direct, that sort of player. Where obviously Taz, he's more like possession, rock solid defence, and so on. I mean, we kicked off in one game, but.
Yeah, it looks like they're...
yeah, that's Greek and Alex Broom. QUODOMUNICOQUIZ3, but I'm going to be calling him Alex because it's a bit of a mouthful. But yeah, not too sure of the colours yet, but I know Alex uses 5 at the back. So, but then again, actually, it doesn't look like any of them are playing 5 at the back, which is a surprise. But yeah, any other games just getting underway as well at the same time. Both as well. Dortmund. Again, as every single game that we've commentated on so far, ridiculously hard to call. If you had to pick a winner, which one would he be in both games?
I think I'll go for the Greek.
Okay.
Just every time I play him, he just seems really comfortable on the ball and just feels like a smart player. You don't see him make too many mistakes, if that makes sense. Although at the same time, he never sort of wows me with sort of 4 or 5 combo attacks like we saw with Vince in the last game, and somehow where sort of Huge Gorilla and Huge Dragon, Sean Allen can at times.
By the look at this formation, I'm going to say that Alex is in the yellow and the Greeks in the black kit. But yeah, just coming on to that, I think what goes in the Greeks' favour is he was a PES player, so he came onto FIFA with a complete different style of play, which no FIFA player had really seen. And he's really used that to his advantage because, as you were saying, he doesn't really play like a typical FIFA player. But again, that's what makes him so good because you just don't know what he's going to do. He's unpredictable.
I'd actually compare his game the most with Granix.
The Greek?
Yeah, but they both have a PES background. So
yeah.
That's quite interesting.
Yeah, of course, Granit. I think he was a world champion on PES as well at some point. So,
yeah, that guy has too many
pretty
world
much been there and done it on everything, but yeah. Alex is known for his 5 at the back, and although the 5 at the back is known for being a pretty defensive formation, it's actually not that bad on this. Like, you can still get numbers forward and really pressure opponents. I mean, an important part of this FIFA for me is having 2 strikers, and obviously 5-2-1-2 or 5-3-2 as I think it is on this. It does help you because obviously you got the line of 5, but you still got 2 strikers. So if you're using that with Real Madrid in attack, you're not really losing out on much because you can still have Bale and Ronaldo up there, whilst having the security of having that 5th centre back, well, 3rd centre back, 5th defender.
You know, yeah, the only position where you really lose it is in front of the back 4, isn't it? Yeah,
that was a nice little body feint then by the Greek. To be honest, I thought I was going to go in there, not usually saved, but he can count his blessings there. Short corner, which I'm going to see a lot of. See, he uses that body feint as well, which I think that's possibly the most commonly used skill amongst the pros.
Yeah, no, I think.
I mean, it's simple, but it's not exactly that easy to do because obviously. The angles in which you're facing and stuff on the game determine the angle in which you need to move the right stick, which is why skills can get so complicated in those tight little areas. Yes. But yeah, it's a simple skill move, but it's so effective, which is why it's so commonly used.
Yeah, and different players would have perfected it better than others, I guess.
Yeah, I mean we see Vince using it a lot in the last game. It's just but Alex is using it there. So I mean, both these players have been using it. I'm pretty sure when we skip to the other game at some point, they'll both be using it as well. It's just like those little things that pros always look for. It's just little pieces of the game which they can always like use to their own benefit and advantage.
Yeah, we haven't really seen it much with FIFAs in the past where a skill move's been so effective. I think it was, I can't remember the turn last year where you sort of go back on yourself and kind of do a right angle turn.
I did, yeah, but I remember on FIFA 10, I think it was. I think that was the most effective skill game where you could do a little ball roll and then a chop. Like it was like a combo move and it was impossible to stop. But you could put your centre back in the perfect position, but for some reason, the way FIFA like had created the skill move, it was literally impossible to stop. The player would just go straight through your defender. But yeah, on this, the skills are pretty, you know, they're not too overpowered or anything like that. But you know, if you learn to master them and use them in the right areas, they can be really effective, and you know, they can win you a game. I'm pretty sure we're going to see some games at some point during this tournament that are decided by like a moment of like that. Is that a penalty? No.
Kind of just both players falling over each other and another chance for the
penalty?
Greek.
No, see, no.
Yeah, you just don't know, do you?
Yeah, I know. I mean, sometimes a player can get like blown on, fall over, and it'll be a penalty on this game. So yeah, you just never know.
You see the dummy quite a lot as well.
Yeah, see, the Greek seems to have absolutely.
I think that might be a penalty.
The Greek seems to have mastered that step over now.
3 big penalty shouts for the Greek.
So, it's hard to say. Like, it's I'm trying to work out who's who, but each person that sometimes always looks like they're having like 5 at the back formation, and in that case, I'm not going to know who's who. But
I don't think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Greek is in black.
Oh.
Okay, the Greek is actually in the yellow. Alex is in black, but both playing 5 at the back then, so kind of stalemate, if you will.
You know, I think Alex has definitely had the better of the play.
Yeah, it's Alex who's mastered that skill, not the Greek, but you know, he's not defended too bad at the minute. I mean, this is both these players' first games. I know we've already got like the winners of 2 groups, but the players who are playing now on both in both booths, this is their first games of the day, so always important. Half time, not really been much in that game at all. Couple of penalty shouts, but you know, not really much to talk about.
You know, quite a scrappy game, both kind of cancelling each other out.
Yeah, I mean, the other game doesn't look like it's. There's been too many chances either. I mean, when you watch Tass, he's always going to have the majority of the possession. And just as I said that, there was a chance, but and there's another chance.
Oh, great save there.
Yeah, it's hard to follow, but yeah, good chance for the Greek, good save. Oh, so that's another thing that you tend to see a lot of now on this FIFA for me. Well, just see how this pans out. No. Oh, I don't know why he slid on it there. If he just stands up and hits it like a normal person, that's probably going to be a goal. But yeah, the short corner and a first-time cross straight away. It's something that it shouldn't be, but it's really effective. Like obviously, if in real life, if you turn it across like that, it's going to go nowhere because you've got no run-up or anything like that, and you've got your back to where you're kicking it. But on this, for some reason, it kind of throws a lot of people off, and like when you're selecting your defenders, like to defend the ball and so on, it delays it slightly, and if in the right moments, if it delays it too much, your opponent's just going to have a free header in the box. So,
you know, corners have always been, well, on some FIFAs in the past, have been a massive thing. And I even remember, I think FIFA 08, the players would actually play for corners just because they were so powerful. And I think this game's kind of almost waiting for people to master corners. I don't feel like that's really happened yet.
I really don't think like aerial. The aerial side of this game is even worth exploring, just 'cause it's too unpredictable. And on corners, to be honest, if someone just puts a corner in against me, 90% of the time I feel like it's just going to lead to nothing, like easy clearance saved. Whereas if the play is short, it's always like there's multiple options. They can either then like drill a cross in at the near post, they can like turn, try and play it to the edge of the box, shoot, or pass it into the edge of the box, fake shot like into a certain direction, play for a penalty. Just it opens up the options. So. The corner, for me, I don't ever like There's been a goal in the other game for, I think that's Graham.
But I think you can master corners for like short corners. Like
short corners, yeah. Like I've got a little strategy for like that I use on short corners, but that's just something I've like found over time. Yeah. That's just going to be the case for most things that you see on this. Like now we're into like we're in April now, so the game's been out for quite some time. Oh, good save. That could have been a penalty if he knocks him over there. But yeah, now we're in April. Like most of the players are going to know every little detail of the game. They're going to know what works, what doesn't. So at this point in the year, the game's been out a few months. I can like the fans at home can expect to see quite a lot of things that they won't normally see. Just like a little exploit in the game, or a little free kick tactic, corner tactic, just little things like that, which they're not used to. But the pro players have played the game so much, they've got used to it, and they found a way to use it to their advantage. This is going to be a good chance near post. Oh,
it's like it feels like one of them games where if you had better players on the end of these chances,
yeah,
it could be like 2-2. But
well, that was a strange one, to be honest, because for one, I felt like he hit it a bit too early, and when he did hit it, it looked like the player was stretching when he didn't really need to. This is I mean, both players have had a couple of chances now, but no, he's onside. Penalty. Oh. I think penalties have been turned off.
It could have been a pen, but
yeah,
like, he just stands up correctly.
I mean, it wasn't a penalty, but it's just one of those where, like, 50% of the time the defender will just clatter the striker without you controlling him.
There was like rash defending there by the Greek a couple of times. And
what offside is that? No, he's onside. 1-0.
It's good.
I thought that was offside. Wow.
But like that, you see, when you give away that kind of goal, you feel like that's a huge error. Like that's just like kick out, throw out from defence.
Yeah.
Intercepted and passed onto the striker, easy goal. Like it's a free goal.
Yeah. If you want to concede, you want to concede to something like a nice goal, or one that you can say to yourself, right, I did everything I could in defence to try and stop that. It was just a good move. But to concede to something like that, it's not going to be happy, because he's literally your own mistake. Tried to rush it, but now he's got it all to do. But he's created chances himself, so he can definitely get back into it.
Poor mistake by the Greek, but yeah, we'll see if he can, put right that mistake. Alex again, chasing that through ball, but it didn't really seem like the through ball was on in that circumstance.
They're never nice moments, though. I mean, usually, like 9 times out of 10, the keeper will just pick that up easily. But I've had times in the past where like they've been waiting for it, and at the last minute they've ran out, tried to control it, and like the strikers just took the ball off me and scored. We fortunately enough, we haven't seen like a horrible keeper error yet today. Yet.
Been a few dodgy saves, but I really don't want to see them.
Yeah, being a key word, I reckon there's a very, very good chance that it's going to happen at some point. Kind of tried to force that way through the defence. Oh, same mistake. Oh, player was just like still frustrated with himself for the earlier chance that he let go. Just couldn't get him like controlled in time.
You don't normally tend to see them errors at the top level, to be fair. A little bit of incomplacency creeping in, given the way the ball from a clearance or a goal kick.
Well, neither of them have really got a distinctive like game style. Like neither of them are like keeping possession or anything like that. They're pretty much just playing the same. It's kind of like, right, you have an attack now, I'm going to have an attack, and back and forth. Is that going to 2-0? That was the body feint. But yeah, now the Greeks really got it all to do. And just as that goal went in, there was another goal in the other game, and Graham is now 2-0 up against Tass.
2-0 in both Dortmund v Dortmund games at the same time. And again, Alex is through on goal.
Good block.
Good tackle.
I mean, he needs to slow it down now, like the Greek, because if he gets a third here, he's going to really have a tough job in the second game. All right, game.
The game ends 2-0.
Yeah.
So in the other game now, they're just making changes. It's still 2-0, but I can't think there's much time left in that game.
No, I think it's getting late on. Started around the same time. I think it's about the 70th minute or something like that. But 55th actually, so there's still quite a lot of time left in that game. Tass is switching it up a little bit, and we'll see if we can get to that like shortly, just to show you the outcome of that game.
Yeah. Yeah, no, still 2-0. So is that Graham that's definitely winning 2-0?
Yeah, I'm 99% sure it's Graham, because I spoke to him before the game, told him to use a black kit so we knew who he was, and based on formations and how like, they've been playing, just because I've been watching them at the corner of my eye, I'm 99% sure that that's Graham. But
it's
yeah,
quite a surprising result then, and a good 2-0. And like Taz doesn't normally go down in games actually. Whenever he's been in tournaments, he almost. I remember like sort of retracting his games and thinking, oh, he went 1-0 up in this game, then just held it out. 1-0 up in this game, held it out again. But yeah, when he does go behind, he sometimes does really struggle. Yeah,
well that's one of Tass's strengths, his defence. So he doesn't tend to go behind a lot, and if he does take the lead, he's so good at seeing the game out. But again, like as I was saying earlier, I was speaking to Graham about it, and he said he'd been watching his games back from the last Gfinity when he played Tass, and he'd saw what he'd done wrong, and that's why he was so confident, and now you can see why. But yeah, I mean, in the last Gfinity, I'm pretty sure Tass only went behind once, and that was the third parry, and he ended up like getting annihilated in there. I think it was around like 6-2 he finished overall, or something along those lines. But yeah, it's interesting to see how he's going to react now he's behind again.
Well, watching VODs back as well must have helped Graham a lot, considering that he is playing the same opponent. He would have analysed his game against Taz the most, wouldn't he? And he's now playing that same opponent first game of the tournament, so that's ideal for him. Yeah,
I mean, watching your games back can't be underestimated. It's so important to your progress and like your learning ability of the game. So look, the fact he's actually done that, shown you know. He knows what to do. He wants to get better, and he wants to be at the top. And beating someone like Tass, it's the right way of going about it, especially after losing to him in the previous tournament. You know, analysing his own gameplay and coming back stronger and beating him. Well, obviously he's not won yet, but you know he's in a very strong position. Yeah. I mean, you can never write Tass. He's a Gfinity champion. Bags of experience. We all know him in the FIFA community, so you know, let's not write him off just yet. But you know, as I said, Graham is definitely in a very strong position.
Yeah, no, I do expect Taz to. Obviously, he will try and come back, but yeah, I kind of back him. I think he'll get back into this game.
As you said, Tass, I'm just gonna, you know, for the sake of it, well, just for the sake of it, I'm gonna go with Graham. Yeah. Like if I was to be asked before the game, to be honest, I don't really think I would have been able to call it. Just because of like, I've been speaking to Graham and how confident he seems. I mean, the fact he's using a 4-1-2-1-2 and close as well. That's like a FIFA. That's like a FIFA 10 formation. Like, not one that's used that much, but you know, he's using it to his advantage. Like on past FIFAs, I don't know, like 95% of competitive games is 4-2-3-1, like no matter what. But on this FIFA, we're seeing quite a lot of variety. I mean, in one game here, we got 5-2-1-2. I don't know what Tass is at the moment, because I'm pretty sure he's changed to go more attacking. But you know, Graham's 4-1-2-1-2. We saw 4-3-1-2, 4-2-2-2. We've seen quite a lot. Well, I think if Graham gets a third anytime soon, you know, he could get away from Tass.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Great chance here. Wow. Oh, God. So that's what I mean about him in attack. He really does remind me of Spencer and Sean. I think he plays them actually, which, you know, might explain it, but...
Yeah, good move by Alex there, and it's definitely looking good. And 10 minutes left. Can Taz just get one goal back at least before the second leg?
I think there's been a goal in the other game. It's 2-0 in the other game already. I think the Greek is. I think the Greeks brought you back to 2-2 already.
Nice.
That's the. I think we'll just wait for that one, but I'm pretty sure he has. And in fact, both players are using the same formation in that game, 4-3-1-2. So yeah, in just 16 minutes from being 2-0 down in the second game, it is now 2-2. But you know, see, in this position, what would you do if you was Graham? Would you go for the third, or would you just try and see it out?
Yeah, no. From like we've only seen 25 minutes of this game, but Graham definitely seems on top and confident going forward. So yeah, why not try and get that third goal? Because you'd feel confident being 3-0 up that you wouldn't lose that in the second leg.
Oh, free kick right on the edge. To be honest, if I was in mirror, I just want to see out the rest of this game. It's a 90th minute. You don't want to concede. I'll just try and get it to finish 2-0. But this is a dangerous free kick, especially with you know, the players that Dortmund have got in the box. So let's just see how this one pans out.
Yeah. Big chance for Taz here, just to get one goal back, and that can make.
I think this is so important. I think if he scores this, it will really set him up to come back strong in the second game. But if he doesn't, then, as I keep saying, he's going to be really up against it. Oh, there's the keeper. I told you it was going to happen. I told you.
And then to be fair, that's not so much of a kick, like, because
I want to see the replay of that.
Still got the keeper has kind of missed the ball, but you still have a header 6 yards out, which you'd fancy them from scoring anyway. Yeah,
but the fact he's got a hand to it, and it's like it's pretty essential to him that he should have been scoring that. See, there's been a red card in the other game as well, and that's for the Greek. So the Greek is now down to 10 men.
I think we'll swap over to that match once this game finishes, just to see if it does end 2-1.
But yeah, as I said, now Tass has got that goal. I really think he's going to set him up to come back strong in this second game. So let's see how Graham can react to it. I mean, for the Greek, you've got to be disappointed now. 2-0 down, you got right back into the game 2-2, and he's got a red card. So he's not helping himself.
That's unfortunate. But again, the game is still tied. It's not many times you see at this kind of standard a team of 10 men like see out a game and win it.
Yeah, I know. Well, he can't even see it out because I'm still only drawing. So it's going to be interesting to see what how he approaches the rest of this game now. I mean, there's a free kick right on the edge of the box for Alex Broom. So that's just he's going to pass it. No. Alright, that's just led to nothing, but we'll get that game on as soon as we can. But yeah, so at the moment, Tass and Graham, it's 2-1 to Graham going into the second game, and in the other game, it's 28 minutes into their second game, and it's 2 each. Although the Greek has got a red card, so you know, both games are set up to have interesting finales. Yeah,
no, both games are still very much alive, and poised quite nicely for the sort of second games.
I just want to see how Tass approaches his second game, because I know I said he's going to lead him to come on strong, but he as we keep saying, he's not really used to going behind, and he's a possession player, which to be honest, you can't really be a possession player when you're behind. It doesn't really, you know, it's not really beneficial. That's more of a winning tactic. So let's see how well and how quickly he can adapt his. Oh, that was some beautiful play.
I'm not sure he passed.
Yeah, I think he passed that one. I think I would have had a shot then on straight at the near post.
I think he was in the right position to do so. Be a big chance for the Greek there.
Penalty. Oh, he's not giving it.
Yeah, see, what's going on with penalties?
And the others were just like half shaped, but I think that one was pretty. I'm not going to say down more, but I think that was a penalty.
Yeah, the defenders run into him.
Yeah,
forward, the attacker forward,
taking his leg. So, I mean, to be fair, I know we've only had this on for a couple of minutes, but the Greek, he's not really. Doesn't seem like he's got 10 men. He's still playing pretty well. Curse the commentator. No, I hope not. Anyway, let's see. That was a bit of a optimistic lunge.
Yeah, no, quite a dangerous lunge in that position.
Ramos. Yeah, curse the commentator.
Yeah, no, that's all you need again. Like, Ramos is there for his strength as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's got pace, but he gives you that added variety in attack. But now we're going to go to Graham and Tass's game. So again, Graham's in the black, Tass is in the yellow.
Yeah, I think Alex will be able to see that game out now.
Well, yeah,
with that 3-2 lead.
You'd like to think so. He's winning 3-2. He's playing against 10 men. So let's just see what happens. But you would have to favour him now after that. I mean, it'd be good to see it go to the third game, just so the Greek gets an opportunity to finish it off with 11 men. But
can Taz get this game back?
It's going to be interesting to see if he does. But again, I'm going to stick with Graham for this one. He looks a lot more comfortable than what he did last time. I remember when I was speaking to him before his last Gfinity, he was one of the newcomers, and you could just tell he was quite nervous. A bit unsure on things to do. I'm pretty sure he got rid of Real Madrid pretty early, and that was risky by Tass. It's going to cost him. Pass back. Oh, but yeah. As I was saying, he looked pretty nervous, and he just, he didn't really know what to do. Whereas, like this time round, he seems a lot more confident, a lot more settled in himself, and you can just tell by the way he's playing that he's confident in his play style. To be fair, I do really like his play style, because the 4-1-2-1-2, it's a nice attacking formation. It's not really a boring 4-2-3-1, which I do call it boring, because a lot of players who play that, they'll usually keep a lot of the ball. It's a pretty defensive formation, and it's one of those where you really need a lot of build-up play to get anything in attack, whereas a 4-1-2-1-2, you can have those quick 5-6 ping-pong passes between two strikers and the centre attacking mid, just create something out of nothing.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think I'm surprised not many people use it, but I think it's mainly that sort of the one like cam position and two strikers that is so effective in this game. Even with like a 5-2-2, sorry, 5-2-1-2 or a 4-3-1-2.
Oh, that was a great goal. That was a fantastic pass by Graham. Little kiss to the camera.
Yeah, no, that was a great goal. Good pass.
That was a fantastic pass, and Tass looks, he needs to pick his head up. That was a brilliant pass. And it's 3-1 now in the other game, so they're back even. So the Greek has pulled one back, and that game is now 3-3 overall.
And yeah, Graham here is now winning 3-1.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's overall in the first game it's 3-3, but overall in this game between Graham and Tass it is 3-1. So now we can see why Graham was so confident before the game. He said he'd beaten Tass twice on Ultimate Team. Yeah, and that was why he was confident. So if they play each other tomorrow as well, that should be interesting. Another grudge match. These games are, well, I'm pretty sure Graham's going to go on to win this one now, but the other game is still a bit interesting, and there's a chance now for...
Oh, nice goal for
Alex.
So Alex has just gone...
And then there's another chance here for Tass.
Is that 4-3 for Alex now?
That's 4-3 for Alex. I'm pretty sure that was a keeper error as well from what I just saw.
Yeah, it looked like a poor keeper chance. But there was still that one-on-one opportunity that...
Yeah, from what I saw, he went through the keeper's legs, which happens too much.
So yeah, like Taz not really playing his normal game, but that's because he hasn't really been allowed to. He has to kind of force the issue a bit more.
I was about to say he can't stick to like the style that he's used to, because he's behind. He needs to do something in attack, and that would have been a fantastic goal. So he creates so well in attack, and Taz doesn't look happy at all. And if he's a betting man, you'd have to say he's not going to win there. Not with like the expression on his face. He almost looked like he'd already given up then. Yeah,
almost. Yeah, Taz kind of out of ideas at the moment.
He's not really created anything, has he? I mean, Graham's formation is a very attacking one, but at the same time, he's been really, really solid in defence. So Tass really hasn't had any joy anywhere on the pitch.
And in the other game that's going on now, Alex nearly got that sort of 5-3 lead ahead of the Greek, but the Greek defended well in a sort of 2-on-1 scenario.
I mean, the Greek's a good player, but if he pulls anything back from this game with 10 men like pretty late on, then I'd be surprised. I think Alex is playing really well.
Yeah, I think the longer it stays a one-goal margin, like the Greek has always got a chance to get back into that game.
Yeah, definitely. Just takes one through ball, one cross, just something little like that. Even a random penalty. It does happen now and again.
With it been the last 20 minutes, it would be good to switch to that game.
Yeah. Tass has changed his formation as well. He's realised you know, it's not really working for him. Yeah. Something needs to change, and see if he could make an instant impact. He's already seen like more joy in attack as well. I know it's early on, but he hasn't really had this space and time in his opponent's areas like so far. So let's see what he can make of it.
Yeah, no, it's really. I've actually struggled to analyse Taz's game style. It's almost like he hasn't really got too much of a plan.
To be honest, I think even if he got that shot away, I don't think it would have gone in, because it looked more like a pass than a shot. There was no power behind it at all.
But no, that's a nice like reverse pass by Graham.
It's fair, even though they're thought that might have dropped from. Even though they're got different formations and so on, both they look similarly lined up, like same players and such. I think I've sort of seen Kagawa, which to be honest I haven't really seen a lot of him so far in this tournament. We've seen quite a lot of players use Dortmund, and there's been a goal for the Greek in the other game late on, so that's now even again. That was a fantastic goal as well. But
so the Greek coming back with 10 men twice.
Yeah, that game's getting really interesting. I mean, he started the game 2-0 down, got it to took an early 2-0 lead to take it to 2-2, got a man sent off. Then it was 2-1, so 3-2 overall to Alex. Now, then it was no, it's 4-2. Sorry, so
yeah, no,
that one's going to be an interesting one.
What must you be thinking if you're Alex right now? You were a goal up twice and conceded 2 goals against 10 men. That must be a big blow for him. And you're also what 10 minutes away from that 10 men advantage being cancelled out.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he's going to be. It's a weird one really, because he won the first game 2-0. 2-0. 11 against 11, but now it's 10 against 11. He's having no luck really, so I'm not really sure how I'd approach silver goal after this.
What would you do if you're Alex now? Do you attack, considering you've got 10 men? You're against 10 men for 10 more minutes.
Yeah, if I was Alex, I'd absolutely go for this now, because you're against 10 men. You've got to make the advantage pay whilst you still got it. I mean, because if he's, I mean, I know they've both had different formations in both these games, so. The way the Greeks came back in this game, I think if he uses that same formation with 11 men, I mean, in fact, he was 2-0 up in 16 minutes, so if I was Alex, I'd try and make this advantage pay now whilst he's still got it. I mean, Graham's still looking pretty comfortable in this game.
Graham is looking good in this game, and he looks like he can see this game out against Taz.
I mean, we're looking at the possession now, it's 50-50. I don't, like, that's unheard of for Taz. He usually always dominates on the possession.
He's definitely not playing his normal style of play, and that's kind of been forced upon him. But at one point he'll have to go for it, and you'll definitely see more goals in that game.
Yeah.
Whether or not that's Taz forcing the issue or Graham getting goals on the counter attack.
So then, what would you do if he was a Greek? In fact, we said what we'd do if he was Alex, but what would you do if he was a Greek?
I wouldn't go for the win. I'd definitely shore it up and go for the fair game.
That's a tough one to call as well, because he scored 4 goals so far, so he's obviously getting some like joy in this.
Yeah, even though he seems like he's played better with 10 men.
Yeah.
I think you just keep that same momentum that you have been. Maybe he's like, we see it so much in real football where 10 men will be harder to beat. I don't think the same. You know, this is a computer game. I don't think the same thing is really there for FIFA. Surely you're trying just as hard with 11 men, but maybe there's a little bit of that going on for the Greek.
Well, yeah, he's going to be thinking, all right, I'm at a disadvantage. I've really got nothing to lose now.
Well, the Greeks just won in the last minute. The Greeks 10 men has come back and won 5-2.
That is absolutely insane. Marco Reus in the 90th minute, 10 men from 2-0 down in the first game. I mean, it's no, it is over.
So yeah, no,
literally the last kick of the game. That is absolutely insane.
He's avoided our advice and gone for the win.
No, he avoided your advice.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I wasn't really. I'm kind of glad he didn't go for it though, because.
So you would have gone for it.
To be honest, I'm not sure what I would have done. I didn't really get time to answer. He scored before I did, but I think I would have tried to you know, I wouldn't have just defended it out. I would have still tried at least, but you know, I would have tried to be careful at the same time. Because if you're scoring 4 in a game, then you know, you need to keep going, even if you have got 10 men.
Yeah, no, true. You would have had the slight momentum as well.
Yeah, I mean that is.
And Alex would have been nervous really about conceding. So.
That's got to be one of the games of the tournament so far, though. But this one, you know, Tass is still getting no joy at all.
No, but it's still not out of his reach. I know Graham again still seems like he's on top in this game.
He does. He looks really comfortable. Obviously, it's not out of his reach, but no, Tass needs to score 2.
Goalkeeper's come out.
Oh my God! I don't know how that defender's headed down that direction.
I thought Ramos was gonna go for the lob there.
He's dived forward and headed it backwards. I don't know how that's possible, but yeah, that's.
Oh, wow.
I was about to say, I think there's still goals left in this game because, yeah, as you said, Tass is going to go for it, and you know, Graham being the attacking player that he is, I can see it a bit. Graham getting another goal back on the counter attack. I mean, I do want Tass to get back into it because obviously, you know, it'd be good to see it go to silver goal because they are 2 very good players, and there's not really a lot to pick between them. But then again, in this game, he has really deserved it. So
yeah, no, definitely so far.
Well, I know I'm contradicting myself, but that's going to happen a lot today.
But no, yeah, you're completely right. I think Graham does deserve it. He has played better for the 155 minutes now of this game. And yeah, like if Taz does get back, then it will be Graham sort of kicking himself of allowing him back into this game.
To be honest, I think if there's another goal in this game, it's going to decide it. If Taz gets it, it's going to give him the confidence to go on and get another. Whereas if Graham gets it, that's just going to shore up the game. Yeah. If there is another goal, that is. I mean, the way the game's going, I can't see there not being another goal.
Oh no, yeah, you would have thought there'd be one more at least. But I wonder what, it still looks like Taz is playing a defensive mentality. All his players are still back.
I think it's just what he's used to be honest. He's just gone attacking. Yeah, but I think it's just what he's used to. It's hard to change a style so like, well, to change it that much, because if someone who's used to playing possession, for them to go to playing a fast attacking style of play, they're not used to it. And to be honest, with how good Tass is online and stuff like that, I don't think there's going to be many times in the past where he's needed to make that change. So it's probably just a bit of a shock to the system to him, to be honest.
Yeah, no, he definitely wouldn't have been expecting this. Like I'm guessing, like a player like Taz will come into this tournament wanting to win, and sort of hopefully breeze past these first couple games. So yeah, it will be a big shock.
Yeah, well, he did in the last tournament. In the last Gfinity Masters, he won every single group game that he had, and he was looking comfortable all the way through. He looked comfortable against Alex in the quarters. I can't remember. In fact, he was straight quarters, yeah, and then he ended up losing to Fur Perry, which was a shock game, to be honest, because Fur Perry absolutely annihilated him. So, but yeah.
As we're just sitting there, so Taz has now gone to a 4-2-4 formation. And yeah, he is all out attack now, pretty much. Again,
that's not the formation I'd use if I was behind, just because it's hard. I find it hard to create with, whereas the 3-5-2, yeah, just gives you more numbers in your opponent's half.
He's still sort of keeping his patient approach.
Yeah,
nearly gets.
I think that's something we'll always see from Taz now, no matter why. He's not the type. No, this is the counter attack that I'm on about. Who's you got? Mkhitaryan against the same player in the other team.
Well, a poor clearance there by Taz. Graham could have still an opportunity to finish this game.
He's just playing it simple now. Well, he was. Could have just kept that there, to be honest. Didn't really need to shoot. Just give him tacit possession, but then again,
yeah,
you can just see he's playing like he's won. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I thought he was going to be through then.
Yeah, no, I thought it'd be through also.
I mean, Tass he's starting to force it a little bit more, but
well, he has to score now on these.
He's not really had any chances, has he? So
no.
As good as he is in defence, his attack, like in this game, just really hasn't been there.
Great chance, great goal from Taz.
That looked like a centre back. That looked like Matt Tummels. No, it's who was he? Whoever it was an absolutely brilliant strike.
Great finesse shot right into that far corner. You don't see it that much actually.
But now it's game on again because there's you know, there's 5 minutes left, and if Tass gets another, it's going to silver goal, all out attack. And I think, as confident as Graham says he was, I think he's going to be a bit nervous now.
Yeah, but it's definitely set up a nervous 5 minutes for Graham, who's been so comfortable for so long in this game, and that goal's changed everything. Yeah,
he just, to be honest, if I was Graham and if I get the ball, I wouldn't let Tass see it now for the rest of the game.
It's good play by Taz there, just patient. Then other players get up in attack.
See, you know, I'll just straight into the corner, just try and keep the ball as much as I could. But no, that wasn't his fault really.
Yeah, that was unlucky there.
Yeah. Horrible moment in the game.
He'll like that +1 minute, seeing that.
Yeah.
So many times you see a +5 minutes.
Yeah,
game's over.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's so many times I've been playing, it's been 5 minutes added on. I'm like, you know, what ref's this? We're at Old Trafford. But yeah, so we had the Greek winning against Alex in an extraordinary game, and now we've had Graham beating Tass, which again, would you call it a shock?
Yeah, no, a little bit. I would say Taz was the favourite, and we'll see the schedule in a bit. And yeah, no, I think Taz was the favourite for that game. So Graham winning, it gets his revenge, and sort of seeing out. You see there, Graham with the 3-2 winner over DigniTass Taz in sort of Group C. Group B results so far. So you've got the Greek who sets up a game against Epsilon Vince. So the Greek came out 5-4 a 5-4 winner against Alex, a dramatic late winner, down to 10 men there. So I thought the Greek would win that game as well.
Yeah, and then that sets us up for Sterren against Alex. Loser of that, the tournament. You know, neither of them are rated just yet. Whoever wins, they will then have to go and play the loser of Epsilon Vince against the Greek. And in the other game, we got Tass against Nino, and again, same applies. Loser is out of the tournament. The winner goes to play the loser of Graham against Epsilon Rocky, and the winner from that game will progress as well. So
yeah, no, two big games there. Who do you fancy out of them games?
I fancy Levy against Alex, but I think it's going to be a tight game, and I think Tass will beat Nino.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go for a break now, but please make sure you come back for them exciting games. So if you lose, you're out of the tournament. You win, you've still got a chance. So some big games coming up here at Gfinity Masters 2. Get down to the